If you call yourself an executive coach in 2026, everything is about to change for you with how AI is coming after your business. By the end of this video, I'm going to be able to show you the things that you need to do to stay ahead of AI and niche down and actually have an offering that will keep you with clients and help you build the coaching business you've always wanted to have. And a little clue, it's not your certifications, I promise. My name is Don Markland. I'm the CEO of Accountability Now. We're one of the largest business coaching firms in North America. And I'm also the co-CEO of Newme.com, where we have over 34,000 coaches on our platform. We work with coaches every single day. I've personally worked with over 1,500 coaches. And I am asked about AI and its impact on coaching every day. And I'm talking now to you, executive coaches. What are you going to do? Because I'm telling you, AI is coming for you right now. So stick with me in this video, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how it's coming for you and what you need to do to stay ahead of it. It's 11 p.m. A CEO is staring at the glow of a laptop, typing out a messy, complex personnel problem, and then seconds later, chat window spits back a calm, perfectly structured set of diagnostic questions. A company uses to hire an executive coach to ask those exact questions, that broad, probing conversation, the one sold by the hour to help leaders think clearly. It's exactly what language models do exceptionally well now for free. So when a finance department starts looking for places to trim the budget, the line item reading leadership coaching $4,000 a month is an incredibly easy target. The buyer didn't decide the coach was bad at their job. They simply found a frictionless, zero-cost substitute for the service-level advice that the coach was selling. Surviving as a coach is no longer about learning how to ask sharper questions. It requires selling a service that software physically cannot finish on its own. That service is called the last mile niche. The last mile is the messy gap between a brilliantly written plan and a change that actually sticks inside a real company. AI is flawless at building the plan. It organizes the logic nodes and writes the strategy, but it is entirely incapable of enforcing the execution. Crossing that gap takes a human being who shows up every week, reads the room, navigates bitter office politics, and holds one specific person accountable to making a change. That messy, intensely human execution gap is exactly where your premium fee lives now. To get there, you make 3 moves. Move number 1, narrow the who. Stop selling to vague leaders. Pick one specific stage of a company and one specific personnel shift. For example, target founder-led companies pulling in between 2 and 10 million in revenue that have just hired their very first vice president of sales. Then move 2, narrow the what. Isolate a single operational handoff within that stage. In this case, the founder still insists on closing every big deal, which is paralyzing the new VP and the rest of the sales team. A chatbot can easily draft the new compensation plan and integration strategy. It cannot sit in the boardroom and intervene when the founder stubbornly refuses to let go of the reins. Then move 3, sell the last mile, not the strategy. You aren't pitching a genius leadership framework. You're selling the physical installation and enforcement of that change. Your entire offer becomes one sentence. I help founder-led companies hand sales from the founder to a new VP in 90 days without revenue dropping. Read that back. There is no software button on earth that can manage human stubbornness. That hyper-specific outcome is completely immune to automation. The immediate reaction to narrowing down this hard is panic. Most coaches assume shrinking their audience will shrink their income, and the exact opposite happens. First, vague titles like leadership coaching carry no measurable financial return. Without a clear number attached, the buyer has to guess the value, which guarantees they will bid low. But a specific operational bottleneck, like a founder holding up every major deal, costs that company a massive amount of money every single quarter. Fixing it turns your fee from a luxury expense into a simple high-return math equation. And second, hyper-specificity makes you findable. If you sell broad coaching, you're an invisible face in a directory of thousands. If you solve the exact founder to VP sales handoff, the few people bleeding cash from that problem will feel like you read their mind. Then third, referral networks fail when people try to pass along a good executive coach, but they thrive when they can repeat a highly specific, memorable title. The person who fixed our founder bottleneck. Now look back at your client history. What's the one messy, highly political problem you've solved more than once? Identify that problem, shut the laptop, and claim your niche. So all of this summed up, really simple. I want you to get rid of your title executive coach. I want you to focus on the problem that you solve. I want you to start thinking about the last mile niche. How do you take those things that AI and ChatGPT is generating for everybody and turn it into execution? Said differently, I want you to blur the line between advisor, mentor, and coach. And I know your certification companies don't want you to do that, but they're not interested in you making money. You're interested in that. And this is the way you need to do that. Follow all these steps. It's going to help you win clients and actually stay cash flow positive and strong as you try to grow that practice. If this was helpful, please leave comments below about what you're working on. I'll help you individually every chance that I can. Please also come to newme.com and check that out and get your own free site. And as always, like and subscribe to this channel so we can help you grow your practice one client at a time.